There's snow in the area down south, but this system will not be affecting us, but there will be a chance of snow as we move further into the weekend. But here, as we look across our nation, we're seeing cold temperatures everywhere. Temperatures currently around 20 degrees in St. Louis. Oklahoma City seeing 37 degrees, so it's cold throughout the entire United States. And here locally, we're seeing temperatures really cold as we look at our current temperatures. 13 degrees right now here in Charleston, 17 down in Effingham, but we're seeing clear skies throughout the entire viewing area, and those clear skies have allowed for the heat of the surface to escape. Those clouds act like a blanket, allowing the heat to stay at the surface, but that blanket has been removed, and we're going to be seeing a drop in temperature because of that. That heat will be escaping as we move overnight tonight. But first, throughout the daytime today, we saw high temperatures in the 20s for most of the area. A high temperature of 29 degrees here in Charleston, although we did reach that freezing mark down in Effingham with a high of 32 degrees. And as we look here in the background of Eastern's campus, we're seeing some of that snow begin to melt because that sun made an appearance today, and we saw some clear skies throughout the daytime today. That photo was taken earlier today, but those clouds disappearing has allowed for that heat to disappear, and we're seeing a low temperature tonight of just 8 degrees, but those clouds will return as we move into the evening hours. We're seeing partly cloudy skies throughout the nighttime tonight, but it will be cold. Here are those partly cloudy skies as we move throughout the nighttime. Eventually, as we move into the morning hours, those clouds will continue, but eventually those clouds will clear up as we move into the daytime tomorrow, but that'll warm us up as we look at our high temperature. A high temperature of just 32 degrees, still cold, still right at that freezing mark, but a little bit warmer than what we saw today, and that's partially due to the winds that are blowing out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour for your daytime tomorrow. But we're going to start our day off in the single digits with temperatures around 9 degrees, so be sure to bundle up as you're heading to work or to school. But here are those clouds that will disappear as we move into the afternoon, but then they will return as we move into the evening, leaving us with mostly cloudy skies for our Friday evening. But looking forward to our weekend, we will see those mostly cloudy skies continue. Temperatures dropping down just a little bit with a high of 31 degrees, but then we're going to see winds shift from the west to blowing out of the north on Sunday, which will cause a system to push through with a possibility for snowfall as we move throughout our Sunday. Now we're seeing a high temperature of 33 degrees, but there'll be majority of the day will be below freezing, which will allow for that snow to fall as we finish off our weekend on Sunday. And the reason why we're seeing consistent temperatures in the low 30s as we move into the weekend is because we're seeing our upper level jet stream in this zonal pattern. This zonal pattern causes consistent temperatures, and in this case, we're seeing consistently cold temperatures in the low 30s as we eventually move into Sunday and finish off our weekend. But looking at our graph here, we are going to see temperatures begin to warm up next work week. But before we get to that, we're going to see a drop in temperatures on Monday, eventually warming up on Tuesday and around midweek. But once again, all of these temperatures are below average for this time of year. The average for this time of year is typically in the 40s. And as we look at the next 6 to 10 days, we're going to stay below average. And now we're going to see those temperatures below average as we look at the next 7 days as well. Temperatures consistently in the low 30s as we move throughout the weekend. Snow possibility on Sunday, but then temperatures are going to cool down significantly overnight Sunday night with another low in the single digits with a low of 7 degrees.